and welcome to the Thirsty Witches podcast, where we talk about anything under the sun, from books to entertainment to self-help, and even a little spice. I'm Victoria.
I'm Kiara.
And I'm Katalyn.
What is up, you dirty hoes?
Oh, wow. Okay.
What?
That was out of left field.
Listen, I've been spending time talking to my Wichita friends. That is how we talk to one another.
Valid.
So I'm just going to keep that energy. Anyways.
Okay.
Hey, everyone.
We're back here for a random chaotic episode.
Just so y'all know, this is going to continue to be a thing. So
yeah.
We just want to sit here. We want to feel you guys feel like we're having just a cute little conversation, just hanging out, just doing the thing, you know.
That's why we're here.
Yep. But before we get into that, we're going to do our quenchable moments. And if you're new here, a quenchable moment is something happy or exciting that has happened to us over the last week or so that we want to share with each other and with you. So to start us off, Katalyn, what was your quenchable moment?
My quenchable moment, it just says TAC.
I don't know what that means.
It stands for Thursday after class. So Thursday after we got done with school, promptly at 3:15, we all went to a bar.
I got that Snapchat.
So did I. Yeah.
Sure did. Yeah, we survived the first week, and so our boss bought us a round of drinks at a bar right next to the college. So
nice,
because that's where we're at, is the college that I used to go to. We eat at the dining hall that I used to work at. I needed the drink. I didn't know anyone there anymore, but I needed the drink because I was like, oh, I'm getting flashbacks, and I don't like it here.
I don't like it.
Don't like it. But it was nice. It was the first time that like my coworkers and I had gone out. Two of the teachers that are with us went out too, and they both teach at my high school. So it was nice going like out and being social for a little bit and not having to pay for my drink or the nachos she ordered for the table.
Love that for you.
Yeah. So part of my surviving my 10-hour days.
That sounds fun. You deserve it.
Yeah.
You do.
Thanks.
Victoria, what was your quenchable moment?
So by now, I'm sure everybody has realized that I am a hoe for making my life easier. So
yeah,
I found some tools on Etsy specifically for bookbinding because I could, make my own templates, but I'm lazy and I'd rather just spend money. So I got these pieces that make it so I can keep the cases aligned and make sure I have the right spaces for my gaps for the hinges. And I also got a little corner piece so I can cut the corner properly. I got some glue holders.
She's getting fancy up in here.
And then this is to hold the scraps from when I weed the material from my Cricut. And I got a new punch cradle. It's a 3D printed one. And it's got a magnet in it. So, it stays in there. Yeah. Binding tools.
Kiara looks so confused.
I'm looking at these things and I'm like, I'm so happy for you. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at.
If anybody's interested in these things, let me know. I'll share some links.
I'm happy for you.
Kiara, what's your quenchable moment?
My quenchable moment is, as you guys know, we had to move into a new unit recently, and it is much better than the one we were just in. And Emily and I have been really nervous because we're supposed to be getting our updated rent around this time for our renewal in August. And we were scared that it was going to be like way more. But we did get our updated rent back this past week, and they only upped it by $30.
Nice.
I'm like, oh, thank God. I'm like, because I was not going to be able to afford anything more.
Yeah.
I was scared, guys. I was scared.
I was so scared.
Well, hopefully if you guys decide to renew after this one.
Yeah, we don't think it's going to be too bad the next couple of years just because of how the market is looking. Emily said that when she looked at this unit at its market price back when we moved into it, it was at 18. So technically we're already paying more than what the market value is at the moment. But I mean, we think it's worth it. The unit's really great. Jen got to see it. She's the first person who's been in our old one that got to see our new one, and she said it's so much better. So I'm excited for you guys to come back out and visit and see the new unit.
I know. I was talking to my boss about that the other day. I was like, I think I'm just gonna fly out to Seattle and just see my friend. She was like, yeah, go for it.
I mean, I have 2 weeks off at the end of July. No, I need to save money for when we were young. I still have to buy my plane ticket for that. So.
Listen, I have that and I have Taylor Swift in August, so I'm like stressing. Like when I tell you guys that I need a job, like I need a job because I got things I gotta do. I have Taylor Swift in August, I have my friend's wedding in September, and I have When We Were Young in October.
It's gonna be great.
So
yeah,
we need a job.
Yeah, the only thing that I have is the wedding, which finally got some communication regarding that. My other friend took some initiative and made like a group chat thing with all of us and the bride. And I was like, I did the same thing that I did here. I was like, hey, hoes, what's up? Nothing so far. Besides everybody being like, hey, guys. So I don't know what's going on with that. And until I know what's going on, I can't really like plan other stuff because I don't know how involved I'm supposed to be.
Yeah.
So
I know my involvement of my friend's wedding. We're just going to the bachelorette party in July, and then we're seeing them all at the ceremony in September.
Other than the concerts this week and When We Were Young, I have nothing planned. So
yeah. Well,
see, I planned all of this and I bought tickets for all these things, I got tickets for all these things when I still had a job.
Yeah. You were being responsible.
Yeah.
You had a job.
You know, I was talking to my mom about this the other day. I was like, what day was it? It was on Thursday. I was talking to her on Thursday and I was like, 5 months ago, I was getting on a cruise ship and I was thinking 28's gonna be it. It's gonna be it. Now here I am 5 months later and I'm just like, fucking hell, man. Fuck my life. What the hell? This shit sucks.
Yeah. That must be like par for the course for Aquariuses because 28 for me was also awful. But then 29.
It's our Saturn return.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it starts. And Sarah was telling me, Sylvie, she was telling me, she's like, it shouldn't be too bad for me just because the last 3 years have been really hard for me. And that my Saturn return technically didn't start until I think April, I want to say. And that everything that happened to me in like January, February, March was like that tail end of it. So it was like that last little bit that, you know, Saturn was trying
that's how it was for me.
It was like,
I mean, I was 28 when COVID started.
Yeah.
So
my thing is that I feel bad for people who, and Victoria, I think you're one of them, whose Saturn is in, their Saturn return is the same time that it's in their main sign. So like it happened to you. Emily's Saturn return is in her main sign, which is Pisces. Because you get like, it's like layered, where mine is kind of just like a consecutive. I'm like, listen, it sucks and it's going longer than everyone else's, but like a layered situation, I couldn't handle.
Oh, yeah. That's what happened to me.
Fuck that.
Because it was school. Then, I was let go from my one job, and then it was school, and then I was let go from the salon, and it all happened within like a couple of weeks of each other. I was like, I'm going to kill myself. But I did it. I pushed through.
Listen, I was there. End of February, I was...
Okay, when you say Saturn return, does that mean Aquarius is in Saturn for you guys?
So Saturn is the planet that rules Aquarius. My Saturn was in Pisces though when I was born.
Yeah.
Okay, because my Saturn is in Aquarius.
So you just had yours. Yeah. So normally it's when you're 28 that you're between 28 and 29, your Saturn return starts.
Mm-hmm.
You've already had yours.
Yeah, you and I are done.
Are we though?
Mine is starting. I mean, you get like those little tail end pieces as like it's transitioning, but
Yeah.
But it's not to the extreme that it has been.
no.
Yeah.
The worst of it is usually at the beginning.
Mm-hmm. So, but
I
we're
had to open coaster.
transitioning. We're transitioning into some good months. So I know that it's gonna work out for you. I know it.
Yes.
I think what it's like everyone just keeps saying, you know, May of 2023 to May of 2024 is going to be like the best year for you. And I'm like, I'm wanting it all to just like start happening. And I'm like,
Yeah.
patiently waiting.
Mm-hmm.
Patiently.
No, I understand because I remember hearing the same thing for me. 2021. 2021 was a terrible year for me. So, and it's finally smoothed out towards the end of 2021, going into 2022.
Yeah.
So,
We're staying hopeful. It'll be fine.
we'll make it through.
Yes.
Hopefully.
But yeah, once I know what's going on with the wedding party, I might plan a not so impromptu trip out to Seattle.
Come
So,
visit.
just come say hi.
I mean,
'Cause
I
need
know
to
when
taste.
I have time off. I have spring break off. I got Christmas break off.
Well, I'm hoping
I
that,
know, maybe that's.
I'm hoping when I get the job
Mm-hmm,
at the University of Washington, I don't care which one it is, when I get the job at University of Washington,
mm-hmm.
it's a school. Like, I should have not so much summer off because it's like a year-round
Depends.
thing, but I should have like extra days off around the holidays because
Yeah.
It depends on the department though, because like the archives at my university, they were still open even when the university was closed.
so
Like they
right
still
now
work.
the ones I'm hoping on are like admin assistants and the registrar's
Oh,
office. So
Yeah, then you'll at the same
yeah,
place.
yeah.
like I
Those will
know
for sure be
obviously
closed.
summer I will still have to work, which is fine, but you know, just
Yeah.
those extra couple days where I can like kind of go home for Christmas and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of the things that I love the most about my new job is having that whole week between Christmas and New Year's off.
Oh, I get a week off for Thanksgiving. I
love
don't
that.
get paid for any of these breaks.
Oh, I
But-
get paid for it.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
I didn't even
have
get paid
a
for
lot of
Memorial
holidays.
Day. I didn't even get paid for Memorial Day. I get Juneteenth off, but I don't get paid for it.
Yeah, we have Juneteenth off too.
As
It
long
was
as you get
funny.
it
We were
off.
going over all of our deadlines for all of our hiring stuff, and we were all like, "Man, all of these days that we have off are fucking everything up." And I was like, "This is a good problem to have. We should not be complaining about this."
Yeah.
So,
But
but you'll get something. I have
Yes.
no doubts about it.
you will.
I know you don't feel like that because you've been struggle bussing for a while. But as somebody who was struggle bussing as hard as you're struggle bussing and who got out of it, I know you'll get out of it. So I'm not worried. And you can bitch to us whenever.
I know. And Emily just started her new job and I'm so happy for her.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
we'll get there.
it'll be good.
We'll
Yes,
get
you will.
there.
So, also we were talking before we started recording. Here's the cup you got me.
Oh, that's why
It's very cute.
she brought it up because it's stitched.
Yeah.
Double
I tried to put it on my little teacup shelf, but he's too big.
You got a big head.
Yeah.
Got big
He's
ears.
very big headed. But it's really cute. It goes with my other one, which is like the full body.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna end up with a whole display of mugs that are Stitch themed.
As you should.
He's so cute.
Yeah.
I love him. I have a lot of Stitch stuff.
We know.
I'm a little obnoxious about it. But what can I say? I honestly, the stuff that I need to get some more Wally stuff because I also really love Wally. I feel like Wally doesn't get enough recognition.
And Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
I'm dead ass about to pull my Cricut out right now.
Make an eyeball for it.
I let the kids the other day pick stickers out because they actually shut up for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was like, oh, our boss put stickers in here. Like, pick some stickers out. They took 5 years, first of all, because they're stickers of shoes. And they're like, are these shoes? I'm like, I don't fucking know. Just pick. One kid came across the Starbucks logo. He picks it up. He's like, "Here you go, miss." And I was like, "No, put it back. I don't want that." And he's like, I was like, "Don't even say what you're going to say because I know what you're going to say."
A
I
white
haven't
girl
even
in her
brought
Starbucks.
Starbucks in. I've
A
been
white
eating
girl
Dutch
in her
Bros.
Starbucks.
Been eating Dutch
Oh my god,
Bros.
we're getting a Dutch Bros in Simi.
Yeah?
Oh,
How
nice.
excited are you?
My mom texted it to me and I'm just like, yes!
Yeah.
Love Dutch Bros.
Yes.
Dutch Bros was
That's
really good.
where we go every morning. Well,
I
this week
still
we went every morning.
really liked that little cafe, the little drive-through like coffee shop that we went to though on our way out to Forks. So I thought that was
Yes.
really good.
Oh
That
yeah,
one was
the
really
little orange building.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys stop there again?
No, I took them to Top Pot, which is on this side of the ferry. It's like a donut shop that Emily and I go to all the time. It's so good.
I know. Oh, that's so exciting. You guys have lived there for a little while now, so you guys can take me to get food.
It's so
And
good.
actually know where
We
you're
took
going.
Jen out to a couple places that we found, a bunch of breweries that we found that we knew she would like. So
Nice.
That's exciting. I
So
figured
you guys ever
you
come
guys
back
would take her to
here?
breweries.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
If you
Y'all
guys
ain't
ever come
coming
back
out
here,
here.
northern Colorado, I can take you places. Denver,
Yeah.
not so much.
Yeah. I would like for you guys to come out here one day.
I know we
Maybe
were
when I
planning
have
for
my
this
own house.
fall, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen between my wedding that I have to go to and now my work retreat that is in the beginning of October. It's just not gonna work.
Looks
So,
like it's
When
gonna
we're
be
young,
next
fast
year.
for us.
I know. I need to figure it out because I would like for people to be able to come. The thing that I have to keep stressing to everyone though is like it's not gonna be like going to Seattle or Denver. There's not, tons and tons and tons of there's tons of stuff to do, but it's not like the same kind of things.
Yeah.
So, like, we can go to the chip factory and take a tour of it, or we can go to flea markets and find some vintage treasures, or I can take you guys to the 8 million wineries.
We should have done the flea market in Denver when you guys were here. It's huge, apparently. I've never
flea
been.
I was thinking into that, yeah.
I love flea markets. We have so many good ones here.
I
It's
only
one of
know
my
the one in
favorites,
Denver.
too. I found some really cool stuff at flea markets. My Kate Spade bag got at a flea market.
Yeah.
Most of my stuff, flea markets, thrift stores.
They got some good treasures there.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Yeah.
treasures.
So that's what we'll do if you guys come and visit me. We'll go drink wine and go thrift shopping and go to the drive-in.
Yes.
We love a good drive-in.
I
We
know
have a
our
drive-in
drive-ins.
here.
Our drive-in is really nice. It's kind of like the one from Greece where they have the playground in the front. So, because ours
The one
was built
here
and
butts right up to a neighborhood. So like there's like the screen and then there's like houses right behind it.
That's convenient.
Yeah. Yeah. There's always a push every year to like fundraise for it so they don't get shut down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, ours has to do fundraisers too. They do a lot of stuff in the summer too, where they'll have, or not in the summer, but in off season, where they'll have like bands and stuff come out. But because it was so hot last year, they were doing movies up through like December.
Oh wow. Yeah,
So
ours
did,
is
like,
literally just the summer months, Memorial Day to Labor Day, just like the pools.
Yeah. Well, our weather has been so like mild, it just makes sense, and they've just kept it going. Yeah. So, of course, I still have to plan a trip for DC, which I am dreading because I know you guys want to go to DC.
DC's
I
amazing.
have to.
I love
I know you
DC.
have to.
I've never been.
You historian, you.
Kiara, we could just plan a historian trip to DC.
And go without me? Rude.
No.
She would kick our ass.
I know she would.
I will say though, it'll be when we do eventually do it, it'll be a lot easier because of the fact that both airports are connected to the metro now.
Mm-hmm.
so I wouldn't have to
That
like
was such a
drive
nice thing.
it.
So you guys, when you come back out, we did this with Lizzie and Libby. The light rail takes you all the way to the airport.
Oh, nice.
So the stop that is next to our place isn't open yet, but there's one like 12 minutes away from it, which is the Northgate station. And like Jen and I took that in, we got on the light rail there, and it took us literally right to the airport. It's just like it's like 55 minutes. It's great.
Yeah. When I left Copenhagen, Pernilla took me in on the train, and then when I left London, I did the tube to the train to Heathrow. Yeah, it's super easy.
So much easier.
It's
I wish there was a train
driving, because you guys know I live on top, like above Seattle, and then like the airport's below, and so like instead of having to drive through the city,
through it.
Oh well, driving through DC is torture.
Yes,
So
the light rail in Denver goes to the airport, but they only do stops in like Denver and the suburbs. It doesn't come up here, which sucks.
I know.
I'd much rather take a train down than.
I know. I wish we had a way to get up to DC without like having to drive, but that'll never happen because that would make too much sense.
Which that's surprising because like
in this
where my grandma grew up, where my grandma grew up in Connecticut, the train goes straight into New York City.
Literally,
granted they're like right outside New York City, but still.
New Jersey, Philadelphia, Connecticut, like they all have trains that go.
Yeah.
Right in.
Yeah, well, there's a train from DC up. It's because I live in a rural area. I will say though, speaking of trains, they're hoping to do like a scenic train right where I live because we have a railway that used to be used a lot for like freight and stuff, but they've removed it in some sections. So hopefully they do that. That's another thing too we could do if you guys come out. There's in a town like an hour from me, Stanton, they have a scenic train trip where you get like a meal and a nice little cocktail, and it's very like fancy. So
all of those here are further south than where we were, so I didn't want to drive that far.
Yeah, I think it would be a lot of fun. Hopefully planning a DC trip will be relatively. The only thing I'll say, if you guys are going to come out here and go to DC, we need to stay in a hotel. It is outlandish just to get an Airbnb up there. They're way too expensive.
Trying to find an Airbnb in Boston was horrible when you guys were coming to visit for the graduation. Thousands of dollars a night.
Which is insane.
So we'll have to stay at a hotel. We'll take the metro everywhere.
It's super easy.
Super easy, especially because they've upgraded a lot of the trains. Ooh. When I had to fly out for the cruise, I parked at one of the metro stations, and then we took the train into Dulles. And it was a new train. It was really nice.
Yeah. So the DC Metro is the first like subway system I ever like had to work out myself, and it was super easy. So
yeah, it's so easy to navigate.
Yeah.
And the good thing is a lot of the stations connect in so many spots that even if you miss the station that you actually like need, usually the next one right after it, you can get to where you need to go. It's very easy to navigate. So, and then we'll go to all of the Smithsonian's. Natural history is my favorite.
I didn't go to all of them when I was there.
Yeah, we'll go to the Spy Museum. I'm really hoping that we can coerce Summer into going because I would pay so much money to see her go to the Spy Museum and roll around and pretend to be a spy.
On my program, there was someone who used to work at the Spy Museum. I forget what she does now. She's in DC. I forget what she does now. But she used to work at the Spy Museum, and she got to tour the CIA Museum, which like isn't really open to the public.
No.
Yeah. She got to see. What did she see? She saw a bunch of stuff. Like, that's so cool.
We can flip off the IRS.
Yeah.
It's always interesting to see the people outside protesting in the IRS building.
Of all the buildings.
There's usually protests outside of a lot of them. There's some like outside of the White House, obviously, Congress. Yeah. But the IRS building is a big one.
Yeah.
It's unexpected. So,
strange.
Anyways, traveling. If you guys are traveling anywhere, let us know. Curious to see Your thoughts on where you're going? Because we
Need to
like to
add-
travel. Obviously, Katalyn travels all the time. Just leaving us behind to go to these amazing places that we'll go to eventually. It'll happen. Anyways,
I need
that's
to
it
go
for
to Europe.
today's episode.
I can plan a trip to Europe for you guys if you want.
Eventually. One day. Maybe. We'll see. Anyway. Kiara, can you take us out, please?
Yeah. Today's affirmation is even on the hard days, I know that there are better ones coming.
That's right.
Aw. That's one you need to just have on your phone every day.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of the ones that pops up on the app I have.
Good. Good.
Nice.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to tune in on Tasty Tuesdays and Thirsty Thursdays for all episodes. Be sure to subscribe and follow our socials listed in the description. Please make sure you like, rate, and leave a review for the podcast to help boost us across the platforms. Helps more than you know. Have a lovely day, and remember, stay thirsty, bitches.